About a week ago, I started filming a quick little tuning video on my friend's CR-10. On the first step, I was cleaning the nozzle and making sure everything was tight and ready to go for the tuning procedure. And I shorted the heater cartridge while I was energized. Whoops. At that point, I figured I had just, killed the heater itself and maybe the thermistor right next to it. But that mistake has led to 7 days of troubleshooting, a dead MCU, and a completely different CR-10 than the one that showed up here a week ago. This is how a quick little tune job went sideways. So I consider John our personal computer and tech guru here on the channel, and he's responsible for a lot of what we've been able to do and what we're going to do in the future. So, as a thank you, we're going to see if we can make that bed slinger of his a little slingier. A little more slingy. We'll work on that. So, got the heater replaced, powered it on, and I saw the extruder was pegged at 270. So I replaced the thermistor as well, and it was about then I realized we might have bigger problems. So we fried the MCU on my friend's CR-10. Okay, well, we can still get out of this. I'm only human. I'm not perfect, but I learn and I get better. Apparently, I took out the thermistor input on the MCU. That leaves me with basically two paths forward here. I can stop filming, try and dig myself out of this hole, or keep filming, take these lemons and make some lemonade. That's what we're gonna do. Board's wasted, machine's unusable. So I spent, about 15 hours trying to get this thing back to a functional condition. Due to a little bit of luck and a whole lot of work, I was able to swap in the spare circuit board that came with the Ender 5 Plus that we purchased in our Facebook Marketplace deal. Now, what's cool about this, if I can get it to work, we actually have the capability to support true dual Z axes and a touch sensor. All right, so it is day 3 of destroying my friend's printer. Where are we at? We managed last night to get a BL touch sensor to function properly. We got a bed mesh to function properly. The only issue we're running up against now is that the extruder temperature takes forever to heat up. An extruder on a... What are you doing? Huh? I'm trying to figure out this heater extruder problem before John gets here, and I'm just asking all the AIs what they think it might be. Why don't you just check out I Love to 3D Print? It's a Facebook group full of real people, and I haven't heard of it. I'm sure somebody on there has dealt with this same thing. You could just ask somebody, like a real person. Actually sounds kind of refreshing. These AIs are annoying. John and I put our heads together and we figured out that the reason for our slow ramp is that we have a 24-volt heater and a 12-volt power supply. That will do it. John went ahead and ordered a 24-volt power supply, and it will be here tomorrow. But I'm unwilling to wait. And I got to thinking, if the Ender 3 had a 24-volt heater, it either took forever to ramp up, or it has a 24-volt power supply. Day 3 of working on the CR-10. Just doing a quick little tune job. And so far we've replaced the MCU, all the fans, the heater, the thermistor, and the bed. So yeah, it's going pretty well. You know, I guess if we're gonna do this thing, we might as well do this thing. So, linear guides for the y-axis. This build is quickly getting out of hand. It's not even quickly. This build is slowly and painstakingly getting out of hand. But I got out of here about 4 a.m. last night, and I was able to do the extruder PID test, and I did the bed PID calibration. Unfortunately, when I went to do the probe calibration, I found that the fan duct that I had printed off, which was called a Satsana, the BL Touch was closer to the bed than the nozzle. So then we would have wrecked the BL Touch. We're moving on. I am currently printing off a 3-piece combination called a Stealthy Swiss. Stealthy Swiss. The Stealthy Swiss. I haven't done any real research on it, but it looks like a boron design. It's pretty sweet looking. Either way, we're moving along, and I think today is the day we're actually gonna get to tune the CR-10. This printer ended up completely different than I ever expected. Sick. All right. It definitely looks cool, but is it better? John dropped this off a week ago because I told him that with a quick tune job, I could make it 5 to 10 times better. And while he was here, we ran a ringing tower just to get a baseline of his machine. I gotta tell you, that thing skipped more micro steps than any machine I've ever seen. We made it to about 4,000 acceleration on that ringing tower. And then after installing y-axis linear guides and the fan duct and the new MCU, we safely made it to 8,500. It did skip a micro step at 8,500 acceleration, but after tuning, it is seriously impressive. There it is, fastest benchy to date. John stopped over yesterday to pick it up, and I gotta say, I'm It's been a doozy, but it was sad to see it go. I mean,